Good afternoon. My name is Igor Sashkin. I'm CEO of Shopping Cart Elite. We offer a solution to our clients who want to sell products online. And Shopping Cart Elite combines marketing, SEO, and operations all in one software. I want to introduce a new app that we developed. It's called T. It stands for Threat and Engagement Analytics. T is basically Google Analytics on steroids. It can cut your online advertising budget in half. It can quadruple your sales in less than 30 days. If anyone used Google Analytics, you know they have a metric called a bounce rate, which is usually pretty high, 50%. And bounce rate is when a visitor enters your website and leaves within 2 seconds. So we started T because we wanted to bring the bounce rate to 0%. So here's how it works. It starts with a dashboard. Campaigns, keywords, refers, and tagging is very similar to how Google Analytics works. So when somebody comes to your website, we'll know exactly where they're coming from, which keyword, what those features are. What T does differently is we measure threats. So depending on the visitor coming from whatever keyword, we'll know if they're a botnet or if they're someone doing click fraud or if they just don't belong on your website. And by eliminating that traffic, we're able to cut 20% of your online advertising budget. Then what we do is we measure engagement using the same technology. So with engagement, we're able to see what real humans are doing on your website. So we measure engagement. We basically say if they're poor engagement, average, good, or excellent. And if we can get rid of the poor and average and even good and just leave the excellent, then we are able to cut your advertising budget by about 80%. So you'll end up with the same sales and just quality traffic. Then what we do is we have engagement trends. So we take all your excellent, high engaged traffic and we try to understand why did they not turn into a customer. We group them together. So we group the behaviors into what we call trends. Some of the trends might be positive, such as there is a real customer who's just not ready to buy your product. And some might be negative trends, like they're window shoppers. They were never going to buy your product. So then we do a trend analysis. We take each trend at a time, and we're able to see each visitor down to the page view level of exactly what they did on that page. So it looks something like this. We can see exactly where they clicked, where they moved their mouse. If you see there's a thicker line somewhere, this is basically they were idling at a certain point. So we're able to see exactly where they engaged. This is how we put together the trends. The other thing that T does is remarketing. So there's a big problem with remarketing. If somebody doesn't know what remarketing is, if you ever went to a website and you love the website, next thing you know, ads are popping up of that website all over the place, same one over and over again, you've been remarketed to. The problem with remarketing is as more people get involved, it gets more expensive, and the remarketing agencies want you to tag everybody, which obviously causes a problem because now you're tagging botnets and people who were never supposed to be tagged in the first place because they have poor engagement. So what we do is we can take the positive trends, the people that truly were going to buy something from you that are real humans, and only remarket to them. So we're only going to tag them. So you can imagine how much money you save. You might be retargeting 1,000 visitors per day, and now because we're only focusing on a positive engagement trend, you're only remarketing to 20. The other thing that we do with that is you can laser focus on what ad those 20 will get. So maybe you have 10 that need to be remarketed for your brand, and the other 10 need to be remarketed because you need a better discount and because the price was one of the trends that they didn't want to become a customer of yours. And finally, what we do is when you make a sale, and let's say the sale ended up because of traffic came from Google pay-per-click, how do you know that your other marketing channels weren't responsible, such as Facebook or Bing? So what we do is when a sale occurs, if you properly tagged all of your traffic using our platform, then we're able to tell you how the visitor interacted with your website. So if he came from Facebook first and then from Bing and finally converted at Google pay-per-click, we'll show you the index of how exactly they ended up your customer. So if you're doing any kind of paid marketing, you definitely need this tool. It's going to really change your game for online advertising. Thank you.
Awesome.